I'm Joanna Simpson here at FundForum International. Joining me now is Steve Barnett, Director of Financial Centre Development, Abu Dhabi Global Market. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you, Joanna.
And just tell me, what is ADGM doing to foster innovation?
Well, innovation has been very much key to everything that we've done so far. As a new international financial centre, it's one of the keys to our growth and development. So we've been innovating in a whole range of different areas. I describe us as a responsive innovator. So it's not about us sitting in darkened rooms and trying to come up with something really clever. It's actually spending a lot of time out there talking to the people who do business in ADGM, understanding what they want to do to enable them to grow and develop their business and responding to that. So some of the things that we've done have been innovative for our region, so doing things for private wealth management, for example, enabling trust structures, foundations, providing discrete vehicles. Some of it's been around institutional wealth, bringing things like the first private real estate investment trust regime to market. And some of it's really been about new things to the market. So we've very much driven the fintech agenda in our region. We've been recognised as the leading fintech centre for our region. So a lot of the things that we do are innovative because they meet market needs, and that's really at the heart of our ethos.
And how are firms using ADGM's leading position in fintech that you mentioned to enhance their offering?
Well, everything that we do is driven by market needs. So people that come into our regulatory laboratory, we have the first regulatory sandbox in our region, and actually the second busiest regulatory sandbox anywhere in the world. People that come into that have to be meeting a specific market need. So whether that's financial inclusion, which is a big challenge for our region, or whether it's more sophisticated things like applying AI to develop the asset management side of things. It has to be there meeting a market need. So what our responsibility is to provide the platform which enables them to innovate. So on the one hand it's the regulation, on the other hand it's the innovation centre which brings together educational institutions like NYU. It brings together existing market players, local and international banks. It brings together accelerators like Plug and Play, who are our acceleration partner. It provides the venture capital that enables that to grow. So it's that whole ecosystem really that enables them to go and drive innovation, which is going to change the way our market works.
And how has ADGM's consultation on digital asset regulations been received by the market?
It's been extremely positively received. It's, we took the view that although regulators around the world have typically not regulated spot markets, be those FX, be those commodity markets or digital asset markets, we felt that this is such an emerging area that when something probably, unfortunately, goes wrong in this market space, it won't be enough for us as regulators to put our heads in the sand and say, well, it wasn't on my watch, we weren't doing anything on this. So really what we're trying to do is to drive high standards. We've set out a suite of regulations which means that people can bring a digital exchange to the market, but it has to meet very high standards. And that's been quite well received. It's been received well by the marketplace, the players that want to be in a well-regulated environment because it gives confidence to their clients. But it's also been well received by international regulators. So we've had calls with more than 60 regulators around the world as part of the consultation process. And the feedback we've got is that I think in some cases they're a little envious of how quickly we can move on these things because we're young and agile in that respect. But also I think we will help to set standards which others will then adopt, which I think will be good for the market as a whole.
Steve Barnett from Abu Dhabi Global Market, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, John.